All right, I have a Michaels store haul and one box that came in from online because they didn't, my Michaels doesn't carry one of these yarns, and I really wanted to get all the colors of it. I didn't end up getting all the colors of it, but we'll learn more about that in a second. So this is actually 3 separate trips to 2 separate Michaels. The Michaels near my house and the Michaels near my mom's house. But the items are all were all purchased in around the same period of time. So start over with the yarn. Everything that's yarn's on clearance except for 2 items that were not on clearance. Everything in the craft stuff was on clearance because that's how my son gets his craft supplies. All right, so we're starting over here, and a lovely clearance to Bernat Sheepy. It looks super cozy. I'm not generally a fan of this kind of yarn. You can see that right there. I'm not generally a fan of this kind of yarn, but it was so soft and squishy. I decided to make one blanket out of 4 skeins here. They were on clearance, but I don't remember how much they are, and I couldn't find. Excuse me. Couldn't find the receipt. Then we have this back here, which is Woolies Thick and Quick. This particular colorway was on clearance, not all of it. This is Black Stone. I got 6 skeins of that. This Soft and Shiny by the Loops and Threads was on clearance for $1. I'm pretty sure I got it for less than that. I think I got it for 20% off my entire order. I don't remember. And then these I got at a different Michaels, but these were also on clearance. I don't remember how much they were on clearance for. And this is the colorway Starry Night. And I got 5 of those. So likely what I'm going to do is make something out of these and then edge it with that to kind of bring it all together. I got gray Pound of Love. You may remember I got the new Mandala bonus bundle, and I said I was going to work it together with one of the Pound of Love. It's about the same weight yarn, so I'm going to use this with that to make a nice blanket. So then I'm going to come back to the last yarn show over there in a second, because I also want to do the box at the same time. These are the things I got my son. Chenille pipe cleaners. This was, I believe, half off all of their clearance, so it was like $2.50 for that. I believe that was like $2 as well, $2.50 maybe. But it's outdoor games, and he wants to have an outdoor game party soon, now that restrictions are lifted and most of our family is vaccinated. He wanted the My Clay Critters book because they have one that looks like Nemo. And then 2 of these yarn crafts where you make dinosaurs. A Comfort Twist knitting mill. And I got this one actually because I have some bits and pieces of leftover, like a thinner weight yarn, like a 1s and 2s, and that stuff takes forever to use up those scraps. So what I want to do is have my husband use this to make lots of rope, then I can knit that together into like squishy things. All right, then down here we've got some a yarn bag. This is a new one at Michaels. This one went on clearance, and this is what they replaced it with essentially. I also got some quick locking stitch markers because you can never have too many stitch markers, so when they go on clearance I always grab them. My son wanted some perler beads in Batman colors, so when we saw these 2 on clearance we grabbed those. And then this is only one of them, but he got the Mathematics Match and Learn game. He also got the Spelling Match and Learn game. They were $3, and so I believe we got them for $1.50, if I remember correctly. And then this was not on sale or clearance, but I did have a 20% off coupon, and I had my rewards dollars. So you can see it is a nice little yarn bag. It's got pockets on the outside, 2 pockets on that side, no pockets on the other side, so just 2 pockets on the one side. But it's got a pull to close. The old ones have a zipper close. I like that a little better. They're also bigger. This will probably hold a sock project, maybe a scarf. It won't hold a whole pound of love. That actually would hold a whole pound of love. Barely, but it would. So just depends on what you're doing with your bags, where you have them, what your goals are, if that's a good one for you. So let's come over here and talk about this one. This is already starting to change color. This is the Chameleon Color Change in Sunlight yarn from Premier. It's a limited time only, and the Michaels near me don't carry them. And I'm in the shade, and you can already see it's starting to change color. The other side is perfectly white. So I'm actually going to open up the box real quick that I have here, which is not really thrilling to watch, but that's what we're going to do for a second. And then I got a bunch more online because they didn't have the purple online available. And there's two kinds. There is this one, which is the multi, so it's white and purple at the same time, even in the sun. So there's going to be some that are pink and white, and one that's yellow and white, and the other one's just going to be all pink and all yellow. They were completely out of the all purple in the Michaels that I went to. My Michaels doesn't carry it, my mom's Michaels does, so I went there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put all of these in this box, and we're going to walk out in the sun. So you're going to pardon my walk. We're going to come out here on the other end of my porch. We're going to sit these down in the sun. And then we're going to take a watch and see what happens. You can see, let me switch it over to this side. It pretty quickly starts to get the purple out. And you can see the other ones have already started to change as well, where they are in the sun. So let's pull them out so you can see. They change pretty darn quick in the sun. And here's the yellow. And you can watch that start to change really quickly in the sun. Here's the full yellow. And then I'm going to rotate that. And you can watch that change. Look at that change so quick. And here is that pink multi. Rotate that over here and rotate it as well. And it just changes so quickly. It reminds me of some beads I used to have in one of those beading kits. I probably got at Michael's as well. I'm gonna leave these out here for a second. We can just watch them kind of darken up real quick. They actually get decently saturated with color. It's not amazingly dark. It's definitely more, you know that it's changing color, and not necessarily someone else would notice from far away, especially the multis. Now these are a little bit more obvious, the yellow and the pink, but the multis are a little harder to tell. Because I couldn't get the purple solid, I am going to use the pink and the yellow to make together to make something like a scarf or something like that, and these I'll use to make maybe like a little shawl or something. Just a little bit of something to use those up. I don't think they're going to be a big thing that I'd want to have tons of ever, but they are pretty cool. I don't know how long it takes them to turn back the other direction, which is honestly also a really good question. They're not going to go right back, all the way back to, oh, they actually moved back pretty quickly because the purple has already started to lose a lot of its color. So let's close up the box because I have it in like the dirtiest thing on my porch, and I apologize. I'm gonna come over here to my nice clean bench. Let me close the box up for a second. Pardon my swollen hands. It's very humid in where we live. All right, so let's open that back up and see. Wow, that actually reverted pretty quickly. Cool. So that is the Premier color changing yarn, and I'm kind of impressed with its speed in changing and changing back. But honestly, I don't know that I have a ton of use for it. I'll give it a quick review, probably not even a full review. Oh, I should tell you, it is a 3, and they recommend a size 6 4mm needle and a 5mm H8 hook. So it is on the heavier side of a light, based on that hook size, because some of my worsted weights that I have, some of my number 4s, are using like an I hook and an H hook. So this is on the heavier side of worsted, light, or on the super light side of worsted. So you can probably use this with a worsted weight, one of those lighter worsted weights, number 4s, if they're using like an I hook or like an H plus, or maybe a, you know, if you want to move down to an H or move up to an I with this, you could probably combine it with that. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and hope your week is calm and productive.